Hello, little girl.
While practical effects were once the only way to bring fantastical characters to life on the silver screen, creative makeup and prosthetics remain popular options for ambitious filmmakers. However, sometimes this commitment to creating terrifying creatures turns out to be just as frightening behind the scenes. And today on Collider, we're looking at 3 times when movie makeup was a real-life nightmare. Boris Karloff as Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein. Boris Karloff's portrayal of the monster in 1931's Frankenstein made him one of the most recognized horror actors, but it wasn't without its difficulties. The heavy costume was incredibly cumbersome, with a prosthetic forehead that had to be remade daily, heavy boots, and steel rods along his legs and back to give the monster his iconic stiff walk. According to American cinematographer, this took its toll on the actor, who, after lugging around 60 pounds of costume every day, was hospitalized with back problems. Even removing the iconic neck bolts left Karloff with permanent scars.
The monster turned out to be the best friend I ever had. He changed the whole course of my life.
Tim Curry as Darkness in Legend. One of the most impressive villains of 1980s fantasy was the demonic Darkness in Legend, played by Tim Curry. Getting into costume required 5.5 hours, during which the actor was buried beneath rubber skin, cat-like contact lenses, and massive fiberglass horns. While the result is one of the best-looking devils in cinema, it also required Curry to bathe for over an hour to remove the spirit gum, keeping the makeup in place. According to a 1986 issue of Cinefantastique magazine, one day Curry got impatient and claustrophobic and too hurriedly pulled the prosthetics off, tearing off his skin in the process and forcing the filming schedule to be adjusted for a week. Jim Carrey as the Grinch in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Jim Carrey's use of physical comedy made him a natural choice to play the Grinch in the live-action retelling of Dr. Seuss's holiday classic. Sadly, Carrey found the makeup to be incredibly constricting and would have panic attacks, with director Ron Howard revealing in an episode of In Depth with Graham Benzinger that the star would be breathing into a paper bag between setups just to hang on. To help Carrey cope, a producer called in a former CIA agent to teach Carrey techniques used to help agents survive being tortured. Ron Howard felt so bad for his lead actor that he even donned the costume one day so he could take part in Carrey's suffering. So, do you think these iconic looks were worth it? Share your favorite movie makeup in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on Collider.